Welcome to the Leadership Skills Inventory 360 Debrief video. What I want to cover just in a couple of minutes is, some of you are asking, what do I do with this report if I'm the facilitator and now I have this report with my leader and my others? The report has over 20 pages, so I just want to sequence and highlight a couple of things for you. In the report, you will have what we call developmental areas. These are areas where you can score from 1 to 10 in any one of the 60 skills. And so you have self and you have others. The report will show you what in a bar graph format, what my score is as the leader and what your score as others, all accumulated into one bar graph. Where there's a score that's less than 5, we call that a developmental area. That's where both self and others are below that. That means as a facilitator, you can look at that as a training opportunity. If you have an area that's over 7 in both self and others, we call that a strength. So now the other thing is that you want to make sure that leaders don't get despondent or depressed over their scores, which doesn't happen, but in this case, you can look at that. So Ken, this is a strength for you, and we want to play to those strengths. The other component in the report is the 360 gaps, and that is where my perception of myself as the leader and the others is apart more than 2 points. So as the facilitator in the report, you're going to see it's going to be identified in each of the 60 skills, which one's a strength, which one is a development opportunity, and where there's a 360 gap. Some of them might not be noted by any one of those because let's say I have both scores of 6. So it's not a strength, it's not a weakness, and both of us agree. Well, then you will make a determination based on the roles and responsibility which scores you need to improve. In addition to the report are all the scores that I score highest in sequence as self, and also all the scores highest in others. So as a debriefer, I want to be able to understand and clarify the strengths. I want to look at the gaps. I want to look at development opportunities. And from that, the back of the report is we break down every segment and say in each one of the 5 sections, self-management, interpersonal, counseling and problem management, consulting and team skills, and versatility, what are 1 or 2 things that I can work on? And now you start a developmental track in the leadership skills. The people that have been the most successful in using this tool have attached a coaching module to it so that they can work with the supervisor or the leader or the manager over a long period of time. Our recommendation that it's a minimum 6-month coaching process, and you use the report as a guideline, as a framework to the developmental areas that you need to look at. And if there are additional courses they need to get, then look at the Transforming Leadership book as a support piece as well as other college courses on interpersonal communications, etc. If you want additional information about how to debrief this report, please feel free to contact C&G, and we'll be able to respond to the questions that you would have on how you could best use the LSI 360 with yourself personally and or with your organization.